Feel like they threw that away a little bit.
We didn't throw it away. We just didn't convert our chances in, So, I think a £15 million striker was the difference today, and that was evident. He scored a lot of goals now, Armstrong, in the season already. You give him a chance, he took it, but we really limited Southampton to hardly any chances today, and we were the aggressors again on chances and shots on target, and we've just got to convert them. These are things I can work on, which is great in training. I can't work on heart and desire and commitment, which everyone was talking about last season. That's here now. That's here. The boys are emptying the tank on the pitch, which is great. It's great to see. We've got to create these. We've got to convert these chances now, because we're creating too many not to convert. But we've got young strikers. We're developing them. We've got a young side sometimes, but we have some experienced heads out there as well. I want to see some goals, and we deserved them today. But how we leave with nothing is the chance that they took in the second half.
Is it a bit frustrating that the chances they did have didn't quite dominate or came from you giving the ball away?
Yeah, and you're gonna all teams are gonna get dominated. At Southampton, yeah, 100%. Look at the first game they played against Sheffield Wednesday. It broke the record in passes, didn't they, first half? So they're going to dominate the ball. You're going to have to put up with that. They're a Premier League outfit, without a shadow of a doubt. They spent a lot of money, parachute payments, and getting big players in. I still think that we deserve something like that game today, and I can't, deny that anything else. That I thought we should have scored another goal at least. Maybe another couple would have been okay, but I don't think many teams will come here and outshoot and outdo Southampton on shots on target. But somehow we've come away with nothing.
2 errors really led to their goals.
You want to say that? I'll look at it in the week, and I never pick out individuals, obviously, and there's also, it's a team effort. We win and lose as a team, and I'll let everyone else have an opinion. But in training, we'll definitely be putting that right as well.
How far away is Lyndon?
Yeah, Lyndon hopefully will be involved next week. He was close this week, but with the international break coming up as well, he's got to be solid, because he can't just come back and have a 2-week rest. Then he's got to, when he's back, he's got to play for Scotland as well. So he's got to be built up really for games. He's going to have a hell of a programme this year. So yeah, hopefully next week.
I mean, Brian, chance at the end there. It's tough for a kid to come on.
It's tough, That's where we are, though. And
any chance of getting them in this week?
Getting anyone in?
Yeah.
We'll see. There might have to be some activity in the transfer market for us to be able to do anything ourselves. But I'm happy with what I've got. Honestly, I thought we created enough chances in the last 2 games to win them both, and it's just that clinical finishing that has cost us, in both games. I'm super confident that we will start a winning streak soon. I thought we were good. Second half, we had a 10 or 15 minute period where we really took it to Southampton, and that was nice to see from the team that we've got playing in a really good way.
How does it work with confidence? Obviously, the last 2 games,
yeah.
Start wearing down.
No, confidence is. I'll tell you what confidence is. Confidence is if you practice enough, then you get it right, and that's confidence. If you don't practice, then you won't get it right. So we'll make sure that they're practicing the right stuff, this week in training, because we worked on it after the Ipswich game, but we've got to work again. We've got to work in hitting the right areas and the right moments of the game. We've got to make their keeper work more. I thought there was a couple of shots that probably we should have hit the target in better areas, and then it's a palm down and a tap in. But for me, confidence is if you work it hard enough, you'll get it right on the game, and that's how I feel about it. Really tight, yeah. I don't know, and honestly, it's a real frustrating one again, But there was a couple of opportunities where he's been given offside, where he's onside. He's that quick. He's actually outdoing the officials now. It really is, because he seems to be offside. There's a couple of occasions where we've seen back on the video he's actually onside. So that's something we have to work on as well. Hopefully the officiating will be spot on, but he's so quick. He looks offside at times, and he's not.
How much would he learn today? Premier League?
Yeah, I mean, I've got Stevie Duke McKenna, Ryan Colley coming on, Stevie Balla, Alex Ahura on the bench, so real learning for a young squad, The future is good here. The future is looking really good here, Ryan, I said to him, he's done everything right, and it's that final connection that he, and that's the difference at Championship level. We've got to get everything right, and we will. We're working on them. I've got so much belief in these boys, and the fans again at the end. I think they knew what was on show today, and they're great. They're great. They're right behind this team.
Just one more from me. No Chris Williams today.
Chris came off at half time last week because he was a risk again to reoccurring an injury, and he didn't pass his fitness test for this week. So he'll be back next week. He was again really close. Him and Lyndon both very close to making this trip. Two names that you probably say that are clinical in front of goal. Big misses, but again, opportunities for these young boys. They've got to learn. They've got to get better, and they will. I'm of the firm belief in that we will be achieving this season. What that is in everyone's minds, I don't know, but there's no way that we're going to be as everyone bills us. I'm telling you now, I've seen enough, and I've been in football long enough to know that this team is capable of doing something special this year, keeping everyone fit. We've got a real solid defence. I just know that once we start hitting the goals and getting those shots in, we'll start winning games and flying up that table.
That's what I was going to ask you, actually. Once the goals start going,
honestly, I think what we had was late in the window. We signed Cook, we signed Fox, we signed Colback. These are all late signings. I think after the international break, they're going to be up to speed. Jack's had to come off after 75. He was shot, but he scored a great goal. Morgan Fox is just about getting up to speed, and Steve Cook was a last sort of, well, we'd already played the first game before he came in. So these other teams have had their squads in place. Like I say, a £15 million striker today lived off scraps, but that's what he does, and that's what he does really well. And we can't give them chances. But we deserve something out of the game today. I'm gutted for the boys, gutted for the fans, but I'm hoping they can see through the result and see the performance and everyone emptying the tank once again, which is the QPR way.
Word on Sinclair, he's made quite an impression.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable player. He will play in the top division in my eyes. He still needs to learn a lot about the game, but he's so raw, and he's not had any sort of development in England. He's not really had any constant daily coaching in his development, and he needs that now. So again, we're getting up to speed with him, but some of his talents are his raw attributes are just unstoppable, strong and quick. But again, Southampton doubled up on him second half, and he needs to find ways to get around that. Once I put Ryan Colley on, that was two up top, and they had more of a problem, but then we opened ourselves up at the back a little bit. So there's all sorts of conundrums today, but I'm pleased with the performance, and for me, the results will start coming soon.
Gareth, Russell came in and he said he had to learn a lot tactically playing against your team. I think you agree that QPR didn't really game the first half, especially slightly limited to very little. You mentioned the unique way that they play and where they try and dominate possession and do it every single game.
Yeah.
How do you prepare differently with that in mind? And what do you do to?
Yeah, do you know what? Not too differently, because we have our identity now. That we've found a system that we're really happy with. So trying to impose that on a team is important for me as well. But you have to respect the players on the pitch. There's some sensational players on the pitch, and they've selling a couple as well that make them even better. So you've got to have slight tweaks in your systems. You can't go whole end changes throughout the week. We have a template that we want to go off. I'm really pleased with where we are, but you have to sometimes let Southampton at St Mary's have a little bit of the ball, because they dominate it so well. But I thought that we gave them more of a game, I'm hoping, than they thought we would, and a bit of respect has come our way, this afternoon. But again, they've got the points. Fair play to them. They scored more goals than us. I'm looking forward to getting the likes of Watford and Southampton back to Loftus Road, because I firmly believe we can get one over on these teams at home.
I was going to say, Russell said he learned a lot. Do you think that when some come Loftus Road, you'll learn a lot as well?
I've learned a lot. In the sort of 3 weeks, of this season. But my biggest lesson was in that first week. I'm really pleased with where we are. I really am. And I think the results are going to come around the corner. I think we're going to be a surprise package this year. I really do. And I want the fans to get right behind that notion because we're good enough. Cheers. Cheers. Thanks.